is inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Caught out right by Renfro. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 2. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play under pressure, and they got to him again. Shaq Thompson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. 2nd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he spins through. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson, his 2nd sack of the night.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down is.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round.
This nigga about to have 40 sacks in a game.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's Pollard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Trying to run for it with Pollard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. To throw is Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my
They're turned
God.
away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Hey, bro, that nigga coming.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That's how the then decision can open up to even more big plays.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kalen Ballage taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Ballantyne now from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Prescott now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Jackson now to return.
Jackson on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the end zone, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Pollard. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Carolina. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That swung out to Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw, Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Who you telling? This game was bullshit. You should have won. This game's some bullshit.
Now Pollard. It'll only be a
Should have won. My defense cut me in, but you should have won because I got zero offense with this damn playbook.
Take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
Zero.
tick, tick.
I don't even deserve to win, goddamn.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good.
Look where you shot.
Good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Tannehill.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown.
That's wild. Good game, bro.
No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they do.